Is that good? Yeah, but I'm not really corner, but...
Whoa,
See, that's the reason. It's 'cause
your
I was
buddy!
blind.
Oh my god.
Hey, what's up guys? Stealth here from TeamVesper, and here we are with a new glitch method actually. Finding them all at the end of Destiny 1, which kind of sucks, but is what it is. Basically this is actually called cube pinching or box pinching. We're just using the objects on the map. Only a few maps actually had the cubes, but you're just using the items on the map to pinch yourself in stressed areas that basically just send you flying into the air. But just a disclaimer before the video starts, this glitch does take a lot of patience, so if you don't have that, click off the video now. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just saying, like, it's gonna take like lots and lots of private matches to do this. So yeah, just before the video starts, I just wanted to say that. Like, as a team, guys, we spent the majority of the team was working on this glitch, and I actually looked at the stats, and it's like about like 26 private matches, each about like 30 minutes long, which is like over like 13 hours, so it's kind of insane, but that's just the way it goes. I mean, we have like had so many good attempts and like so many very, very close out of maps, but yeah, let's get right into the requirements and all the steps that you have to go through in order to complete this glitch. Okay, so for the requirements, you're gonna want a Sunbreaker Titan with the Sunstrike melee, and then another Titan, any subclass, just with Twilight Garrison and increased height. Now onto the recommended. Basically, you're going to want a Sunsinger Warlock that has the Solar Wind melee. This is used just for pushing the boxes back more precisely. And then to get even more precise, you can actually get some explosive rounds weapons. Probably a primary, because secondary is impractical. So hand cannon, scouts, anything like that. It actually moves the boxes, just a little bit of a hint, and it helps for that precise movement. And then you're really not going to want a hunter, because it's not necessary, and yeah. Alright, now for the steps or the positioning. I shot here because I wanted to pinch him up more against that panel right there, so I paused it there. Once done, I actually punched it, and I just paused here to show you guys where I punched. Once I did that, obviously went flying. It's pretty straightforward. I'm sure you guys got the idea. But one of the critical things is that you will need to be floating. If you're not, you're going to get killed. And yeah, so here I am, showing my positioning again. Paused it right there because I'm floating. And then once he was there, he actually punched it. He punched kind of like the base of it, or towards the middle of it, not the top. Once that happened, obviously I went flying way, 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 way above the height barrier and way out of the map. And then, yeah. Here's the corner pinch, but now I'm going to show you guys the positioning that you can do with the boxes and what they're called to get your best possible pinch. Okay, so basically, like I said, you want to be floating, and then the sword does help to decrease damage output. It does nothing else besides that, but this one's called the base flat. It's when it's flat on the ground and you're facing one of the sides. This next one right here is called the base corner, so it's once again flat, but you're getting pinched along the corner. And then right here we actually got the upright flat. That's the one Sanic did. And then right here you got the upright corner, so it's the corner upright. It's pretty straightforward. I'm sure you guys got the idea. And then right here we actually got the upright side, which is just along the side. So now I'm going to be showing you guys some of the spots that we used on Shores of Time to get sent flying in the air. None of them we completed out of the map, and that's basically why we're asking for your guys' help to try it out before Destiny 2. Just because we want to figure out how to properly do it and to get out of some cool maps. You know, Timekeeper would be dope. So yeah, here we go. Basically, here we are on the Shores of Time. Like I said, this is the first spot right here. You're going to want to walk up against the rock and the clear little wall right there. You actually don't want to go against the black rock and like the invisible barrier right there. That just won't send you up, because as I walk forward, as you can see, I kind of get ramped a little bit. So that's the first one. There's a lot along this ridge, just like there's a lot of little spots that you can pinch and fly up, so I'm going to show you some. Right here, it only worked a few times for us, but it's old but gold. I mean, it worked out pretty decently, and we haven't been able to do it since. Here's another one. This one is actually very consistent. This is the one that Sanic got way above and like above the caves along that whole stretch. He actually did die up there, sadly, but there is some spots you can actually stand up there with no turn back, so I'm gonna keep that a little secret. But that's that. And then we got another one right here that I use all the time, and it's a lot, very consistent. Just make sure you're floating, and it'll work out great. It's in that little corner. But if you haven't caught on yet, basically all these are just like corners or pinches where they line up, and then a little bit of a ramp to it, a little bit of an upward angle, and then you just gotta make sure you're floating. So that's kind of like the technique, or like the consistency, I guess, the method. But here are a few. I did actually get a few right here, but they're just very lucky because it is uphill. You do not want uphill at all, like whatsoever, because what actually ends up happening is the cube actually goes like under your body, and you'll just end up standing on top of the cube. I mean, if you get really lucky, it could work out, but yeah, so here we got a few more. I know I might be boring you with my talking, but I'm just trying to spread this around the community. So just watch the gameplay that I'm doing right now. I'm kind of walking all around. Over by this special area, there's a lot of ramps and inward angles that are kind of just ramped up. So yeah, right around here, these little spikes that come out of the ground also do work really good if you find a good corner to pinch yourself in.
Heavy ammo inbound.
So over on this side of the spawn, or map, not spawn, you got these huge tanks, or like, I don't know what they're called, like some people call them boats.
Heavy ammo
But there's this
available.
upward angle right here that is just perfect, and we've done this one flat. Usually works the best because the corner kind of pinches you left or right. Also did down these stairs and along the corners of these walls. A lot of them do have invisible barriers, so they're not exactly a full corner, but yeah. Just right around here. I was just kind of looking around, playing around at this point. If you guys do want to see some of the spots on Timekeeper, Theives Den, and I think that's the only maps that have it, just drop a comment down below, and I'll make a follow-up video explaining some of the spots that we use to fly above the map and all of that. So yeah, that's gonna do it for the video, guys. Hope you did enjoy. Please do spread this around the community. Leave a like if you can, get this a few views, just so we can figure out some of these glitches, and like, I just want to get out of the map, honestly. Like, it's a cool glitch. It takes a lot of practice, but once you get it, you got the true technique. So just get your buddies into some private matches, you know. I want to have some new auto maps just before Destiny 1 ends, and just end on a good note. So please do spread it around. I'm kind of rambling on, so with nothing else to say, TeamVesper out.